UC can't be that bad, can it?
There's not enough to do around here.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it? Excellent. I'll let Ularo know that... Now, I think it's time to examine... Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands. We just need some easy access to competitor security. Sometimes obtaining a legitimate form of access is preferred over brute forcing it. Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail.
If Alexis asks about me, I am not here.
A gala at the New Atlantis three-star embassy.
We're asking, hey, what can I do? Sure, how about it?
You're still commuting, right?
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Someone needs to do something. Oh my God, what the hell do I do? Getting out of control. Getting out. How do I do?
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own,
We'd
you
be
don't
dust
belong
except
here.
for the factory.
Off-worlders. Nothing ever good comes from them.
Someone needs to do something.
No loitering. Now move it. Something I can do for you? Can I help you? That is a pretty huge favor, especially coming from someone I don't even know. I'd like to help, but if I handed over this card, then it's my job that's on the line. I thought I made myself clear. I'm not... We'll see who gets tired of this first. Maybe I can make an exception. I suppose you aren't some common street trash. All right, take it. But you better be quick.
Interested in neuroamps? Welcome to the Ryujin neuroamps, mostly. Neuroamps are Ryujin Industries' signature product. They're small pieces. Some of our best sellers can help with anything from focus and short. It really is. Trust me, once you put one on, you'll... Why don't you check out the shop? It's worth browsing even if you aren't looking to buy. Plenty of good stuff. Here, take a look. I'm stocked up on all... See you next time. Neuroamps are some of our best sellers. That all depends on what you like to improve. If you're looking for a bit of a diplomatic edge, our Neurocom series is great. The Neuroboost can help you gain that confidence, and our Neurotact series, Tack for Tact. Of course. Sure have. My neuroamp's the reason I got where I am. But thanks to this... Why don't you check out the shop? It's worth... Have a look. If something catches your eye, let me know. Bye-bye.
Get any ideas about testing out my products here? Hey, thanks for stopping by. Likewise. Let me know what brings you to Ryujin. Well, then you're in the right place. You should stop by the Tranquility Shop. Of course, give me a shout when you find something. Sure thing. Let me know if anything appeals to you. Stay safe out there.
Hey there. I think of security the same way too, but don't let Dalton know. Overall, I think you're ready to kick things... Good. It's time for a change. This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for... First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon. The assignment is pretty easy. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd and Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails. That's what we're hoping for. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director, Zola. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. Exactly. The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. We've changed several. Whenever executives are faced with... Finally, we need absolute... I bet you are. Just remember, don't let the
As technicians, we handle threat and postal.
All these years, and Bayou has... The man knows how to run. Ain't that the truth? You want to impress a client? Tell me, you don't happen to work for... Got something against Infinity, I take it. That's an awfully big claim to make. However, it does. Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks... Look, it was nice meeting you, but it sounds... See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
Dressed to. I could tell from the look of that suit. I doubt the people we are meeting. That would be Infinity Ltd. Risky, you say? Cheap is a word Quantum Synergy should never be associated with. I believed our team had thoroughly... Their instability was cited as a pain point. However, and Drexler has yet to prove a surprising conversation. I suppose it seems I have quite a bit to thank you for the insight.
Just the person I want. Well, you're a natural. The Astral Lounge can tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their bosses. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give. It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, but no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming. At least this next one will be a break from all the... Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love. Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence, and... Good. All you need to do is plant the ARC on the service panel of your target. Do your best to make sure you aren't seen. The key. And good luck. Keep it up, and you'll probably have my job soon.
Excuse me?
You here for commerce? Or another some rules. If there's one place, don't even think about stealing. No haggling. And, like, then we won't have any problem. If you need weapons, the bet. You may be thinking this place. Lots of customers. That's what I'm here for.
I don't want to hear. Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't.
This is crazy!
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself. Nice hat. Having a good one? Something to report? Got them. What do you call them? Corns? Yeah, I got corns.
Hey there. Got an update for me? Good work. Now I can let Masako know how much she'll... Now, on to the next. Oh, but before I forget, the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off. Masako was very pleased with the outcome, so she arranged a bonus to... Apparently you said all the right things when it came to Arthur. Quantum Synergies actually reached out to us to negotiate the potential deal. You earned it. So, back to business. In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is unlikely. Good. Luckily, there aren't many, besides the usual. Your target is a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working on. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17%. The current schematic was sent to their star yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area. You'll find the Trident Luxury Lines star yard orbiting Aquila in the Cheyenne system. Remember, same rules apply.
Locked in. Maybe if I save up for 1,000,000 years, I'll be able to afford a trident. Take it easy.
Trident has been defining elegance for gen. What are you? You do. Philippe didn't say I should be expected. This is the. A lock shouldn't be necessary. Well, it's here that we create the next generation of Trident starships. Oh, yes, I am. I am Gladys Coffin, Chief Architect of Trident. If you have any other questions, make it fast. Listen, if you want to talk about the max safe tonnage of the Astra or other... Me? I designed it. Balancing elegance with the strict engineering requirements. An art am I famous? Oh, why, thank you. Yes, I've recently won my second Grand Nova Award for excellence. It's a great honor, but after receiving so very many awards and distinctions, they all start to blend together. Champagne? Oh, how pedestrian. I've heard some associates singing the praises of a certain something, hailing from Neon. Velocity, I believe it is called. It's some drink or food or something else. You seem to have nothing better to do. Would you care to go fetch me one of these velocities? I don't much care which variety. Oh, fantastic. I look forward to seeing what all the excitement's about. Yes, yes, goodbye.
sent the files over to you, Miss Coffin. I recommend you review them as soon as possible.
Not now. Can't you see I'm trying to revolutionize the future of space travel?
I understand that, but this is very important budgetary information. I think it would be wise to look over it before continuing your work.
You're stifling me, dear. I'll look over the files when I'm good and ready. Now, if you don't mind, I have some vital work to be doing.
Sent the files over to you, Miss Coffin. I recommend you review them as soon as possible.
Not now. Can't you see I'm trying to...
Excuse me.
working on that new headline, Mr. Corbin. I think I finally got it.
Just the person I wanted to see. You got... And we aim to keep it that way. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process, but first, I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her office is. Tell her assistant Maeve you have an appointment. I won't be...
Imogen and Yuko run a tight ship.
Agent CEOs, no joke anymore.
Can I help you?
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours. Leave me be. I'm on duty. I'm working. Now isn't a good time.
Name and appointment. Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with Genevieve. You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know when she's ready to see you. I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
That leaves us with only one option.
God, Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. Now, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news to Alexis at our next meeting.
Good. You're finally here. The one I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me. In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with... Jeannie seems to think you're more...
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever... Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward. Some can be fickle or demanding. Good, because if not, I can't imagine we... Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would... Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So if you have negotiation skills, use them. Oh, you'll get the information if you want to hang on to your job. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is...
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it? You'll find him in Sidonia, so I hope your ship's fueled. Just look for him above the Lux condos in the plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Lux condos aren't anything special.
I need to find a real bar. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going? Yeah. I just wish Sidonia had a bit more to offer while I'm trying to enjoy my unemployment. Not much in the way of entertainment around here. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. Damn right it is. I heard I have information on a deal being prepared. It's my belief that you're employed. It's steep, yes. Glad you see reason. As you may guess, being an informant is not without its risks. I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list. Milai Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun as proof, I'll consider my fee to be waived. You're doing me a tremendous favor. Just know she won't go down easily, so be prepared. Milai's ship is called the Datura, and like I said, you can find her in orbit around Saturn. Just remember to bring the gun back as proof.
I'm looking for a lot of people, and none of them are any business of yours. Oh yeah? From what? You're the only thing around here that looks like a threat to me. So, give me one good reason why I shouldn't feed you to the void. If you think I'm answering any questions, think again. I guess we're done talking.
Target scrapyard has been knocked offline. This is something I'd like to discuss.
Why haven't you opened fire? If you think I'm answering any... Simon will never stop. The man will... If that's the way you feel.
Nice! They just lost their grand
I have
drive.
something I need to discuss with you.
Why haven't you killing me? Yeah, right. You know I'd never... Oh. Alright. You can have Ember. But you'll have to come up. You have my word, you won't be hurt.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Air pressure, seals, ship integrity, all good. Docking is complete. Good work, Captain.
Need something?
I'm impressed. Simon managed to find someone with guts to come after me. I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that he wants Ember as proof of this. He knows I'd never part with her. We were a thing for a while. Until the coward sold me out. I'm sure he regrets it, considering I survived the attempt on my life. And now, I live to blackmail him and make his life a living hell. So if Simon told you I wanted him dead, it's a lie. I want him very much alive. And suffering. The first time Ember and I met, she was pointed right at me. And then backfired on the gloating bastard who thought he'd won. She saved my life more times than I care to remember. In my line of work, we're always in and out of the fire, if you know what I mean. Oh, will you? You really think I'd let you just waltz onto my ship and I'd hand her over? If you knew anything about me, the only truth here is that I've intended to kill you since the moment you said. I'm sure he wanted to properly motivate you. It's not like Simon to get... Either way, it's too bad you won't live to find out. Your ship, of course. I'd hate to risk them. Plus, any access cards I need. I'll make it quick. Look, there's a bounty on you.
Something? You need? I want to say thank you for everything you did in Dasra. As members of Constellation, it's our job to explore distant worlds. You saw a city in need, and made the difficult decision to intercede rather than observe. For that, you should be commended. That may be, but when called into service, you did what was necessary. That's something to be admired. In any case, I'm thankful the Council held you in such high regard. For the representatives to entrust you with so much responsibility, from choosing... But when called into service, you did what was necessary. I would like to pick your brain, however, regarding... Tell me, what influence... True, but they're also the most politically savvy house, and playing politics rarely leads to swift action, especially when the topic is a controversial one. Regardless, you did your best to navigate rough seas, both practically and politically. And with the immediate threat taken care of, one hopes that Dasra will look forward to a brighter future. As it should be. In any case, I feel we have a better understanding of House Faroon's culture and... When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you. Forgive me for pulling you aside again, but the emissary, the hunter, the unity, an entire... That's an understatement. The fact that we are the origin of the Starborn. I feel like most of the knowledge we've amassed in the last few centuries about the Yes, that's exactly right. We've been pushing further and our current... Yes, and look what it's cost us. Here we are, caught in the middle of some sort of... You'd think that a technologically advanced... It almost makes me wonder if entering the Unity has done them more harm. Oh, absolutely. Their arrival in our unit. It's also clear that the need to collect these artifacts are in... That leads me to wonder what the Unity has done to their mind. No, that's not it at all. When you pass into whatever lies beyond, will you remember your life as you knew it? Will the hunger to collect the artifacts consume your life like it's clearly... Of course not. I am, and always will be, an explorer at heart. My concern is how fundamental the change will be to ourselves as people. We don't even know if... I'm worried what that will mean between... This goes well beyond the boundaries of simple exploration. As the chair of Constellation, I want all of us to have this opportunity to explore the Unity. It would be the pinnacle exploration of our lives. However, after we enter the Unity, we'll likely evolve. You and I, as we stand here. You're a respected colleague. I'm not sure. I'm guessing based on what we've learned. Even if I accompany you into the Unity, the question still remains. Part of what I do as chair of Constellation.
Yes, of course. Listen, I realize nothing that I say is ever going to change your mind or diminish the enticement of this incredible opportunity. All I ask is that you research the facts before you blunt. Thank you. Well, I suppose I've ruined the moment again, haven't I? I'm getting quite good at that lately. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss. Thanks for giving me a moment of your time. I thought you deserved to know how proud I am that you chose to side with the United Colonies and put an end to the Crimson Fleet. You've almost single-handedly saved the settled systems from one of its most dangerous enemies. Well, I'm not sure I deserve that, but I appreciate it all the same. What I want to know is what motive... You had Crix's legacy in hand, and you could have easily taken it to the key. Oh, well, I'm flattered that I have such a profound impact on your life choices. So, no regrets betraying Delgado, then? I imagine you and he formed quite a partnership right up... No, I'm sorry. I refuse to excuse Delgado for his loathsome behavior by placing all of the blame on his fellow pirates. I'm also a bit disturbed that you would leap to his defense so quickly. Live long enough among the wolves and you begin to act like them. Yes, I understand. I suppose my final concern is how long this newfound peace will last. I wish I could share your optimism. My largest concern are the reports that Neva Mora was never captured or killed. My hope is that she was smart and went into permanent exile. I suppose only time will tell. Ah. Well, it appears I've soured the mood of our lovely conversation. I trust my mindless prattle hasn't been too much of a bother. Thanks for taking the time to listen.
Oh, pardon me. Was that your stomach or mine?
hard to keep Sidonia completely free.
Hey, you looking for anything in particular? Cool. That's what we do here. Yo, stay good out there.
Last year, a private concert by classical violinist Elizabeth Bell sold for a staggering 70,000 credits.
Look who survived the devil herself. Wait a minute. You spoke to that lie-weaving terramorph? You should have just outright killed her. Cool those thrusters. She's lying, I swear. We have a history. A long one. Love, hate, betrayal. It's all in there. I screwed her over one too many times, and she's been out for blood ever since. Blackmail? Ew, I wish. That'd be the least of my worries. I may have given her name to the UC at one point, but believe me, once I escaped, I wiped all the data they had on her. Only it was too late. They sent a unit after her. She and her sister escaped, but her brother wasn't so lucky. But before you go feeling sorry for him, don't. There are ecliptic mercs, House Varun zealots. Ram made them look like saints. Did I ever? These days I take great care when it comes to making enemies. If I'm going to piss someone off, it's with good reason. So, back to business. You got the gun. I haven't given it much thought. The truth is, I never thought I'd see it. The only thing I know for sure is that I'm sure as hell not going to use it. Just allow an old man a moment. It's strange. Perhaps I've been running so long now that it will just take time for the relief to set in. You know, why don't you keep that gun of hers? I think it's time I left the past behind. Let's hope you're right. Now, back to business. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself. Best guess is it has something to do with Infinity getting into the neuroamp business. Stanley McMillan seemed to think Ryujin would be the one company threatened by this news, so their entry must involve something big. Nice doing business with you.
work or what? Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal.
Keep our children safe. Keep them out of harm's way. Thank you from the Sidonia Department of Labor.
Already scalped ticket prices for the concert are 3 times face value.
Gotta be selling this thing. Inception. Quantum. Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries pay for that dick. That'd be the
Mars is ripe with resources, which means there's always going to be...
Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. Beat Ryujin at their own game. Just a heads up, UC Science Division's
Caution. Prepare for today's final subterranean particle detonation. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated. In the event of unforeseen tremors, detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Listen, I've seen that show.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
I offer a great opportunity for people who don't wish to... Hi, welcome to James. I apologize if I'm a...
Too much time is wasted on what...
if I don't have what you're looking for. Good luck out there.
The Lux condos aren't anything special, but plenty of people call them home.
Some might see junk, but I see an opportunity to turn scrap into something I can sell and profit off of. My shop may not look... Sure, I've probably got something here you'll like. Yeah, bye.
No way is it worth living in the...
Someday, I'm gonna take this business to the stars and turn it into something big. Can you believe some... Sure thing. Take a look. See you around. Can you believe some people just throw stuff away when it gets old or busted?
Is Mars treating you well?
I offer a great opportunity for people. Okay, let me just pull up my stock and... there it is. Take a look.
To our prosperity.
See you around. Some might see junk, but I see an opportunity to turn scrap into something. I can sell and profit off of. Someday, I'm gonna take this business to the stars and turn it into something big.
This is right where I belong.
My shop may not
With
look
my
special,
family, Mr.
but it's locally owned and independent. My stock may be low, but my prices are high. I mean, good. The prices are good. Good luck out there.
Out here, people tend not to poke their nose into other people's business.
There are many stories and films about demons, ghosts, and other entities.
I heard they found another new freshwater deposit in one of the mines. It's much better than paying those ridiculous...
Sometimes I feel mining must be a fun job. It's amazing how smooth. I'm a bit busy at the moment. Do you work for me? I'm a bit busy at the moment. It's amazing how sometimes. Do you work for me? It's hard to keep track these days.
citizens are welcome and encouraged.
Mining must be a fun job, or else why would we keep getting so many applicants?
Seek a community center representative to plan your event or regular gathering today.
Help! I'm being attacked!
CEOs, no joke in the boardroom.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Well, that took long. I hope whatever information. You've got a little spark in you. I like it. Now, let's see if what Mr. Rychek found was worth. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. This is a sales initiative for Project Dominion. It's not an Infinity Ltd design. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name, meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
I've got my eye on you. Nothing's out of place. Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Hey,
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity Ltd has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity Ltd has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation. I suppose, since we're trusting you in this investigation, I can give you some details. Project Dominion is our latest advancement in neuroamp technology. Our current neuroamps are all external devices, but Project Dominion would be the first surgically implanted internal neuroamp on the market. The project itself was nearing completion, which is why exposing the mole is of utmost importance. We can't allow any more research to fall into their hands. Exactly. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our chief security officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your... And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion.
My career will be over at
Don't cause any trouble.
Good. You're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, a mole within the company means we're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included. We certainly are. Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her, but he'll need... The risk is necessary, and heavily mitigated. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed to prove her guilty or innocent. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program, completely off the books. This means your keycard will be turned off. At least one of us is. In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential employees, Ularu and... During that time, I'll be unlocking access to them. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding casualties should a worst... Good. No one can know. You'll meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
Maybe I should switch from Therabrute to Franklin.
You look familiar somehow.
I don't recognize your authority here. But I do recognize a talking corpse when I...
Our trained and certified physicians are qualified to assess and treat any physical illness or affliction from mind to disability. We also sell a full range of personal treatment products, so you can take Reliant Medical with you wherever you go. Reliant. It's time you were treated. Right.
United Colonies Authority. Shelter. Wait for jump in and eliminate the threat.
It's a dangerous galaxy.
The heart of the settled system. SS-10.
Hey, Captain. Need help with anything?
Need a hand with something?
I was just thinking about you. My day is suddenly... I know that, though. I always enjoy hearing you tell. You want me to put it into work? Then I shall be sure and tell you more often, darling. I have never been one to spend much time in bed, but you may be changing that.
What can I help?
No customer. Bienvenue. Un, deux. Finally, someone. So. Of course.
We'll see you again soon, yes?
This place is like my second home.
You got an appointment? 'Cause if not... Wow, nice to meet you too. I've written up a program just for the occasion, but is Ryujin... Oh, I'm pretty sure it's... This isn't getting us anywhere. That isn't going to work on me. A break in neon? I don't think so. Now pay up. I don't have all day. Something I said?
I am zoned out of my mind right now.
You got an appointment? 'Cause if not... Oh yeah, Dalton's little errand runner. I've written up a And should he? Nothing's for free, you know. Cost is a given. While you're snooping around in the tower, I just need you to hit up one more workstation on the way. It's Camden Chose. Just run the same program on the slate I'll give you, and you're good. It's that simple. I hoped you'd see it that way. Like I said with Camden, all you've got to do is run this little beauty on Ilaru Chen's computer, and the program will take care of the rest. Once you're done, bring the slate back to me at my place. Whatever encryption Ilaru has is bound to take some real work, more than my little setup here can handle. It's nice to see you know more than just sneaking around and talking a good game. Here's the slate. I'll be waiting.